What's going on, guys? I know it's been a while since you've seen me. I've just been a little busy, getting kicked out of my parents' house, moving back in, losing my job, just the normal stuff. I just wanted to do a story time today. I used to have a channel where I did story times, so I thought I'd just make this a series of just doing story times. On this day, I was kind of doing some illegal stuff here with my homie, who shall not be named, and we were just jockey-boxing as one average teenager would do in a dystopian society such as this. It started off with us kind of going through car parks because, it's kind of easier to do car parks. We would really just pull up to the side of a car and check if the doors are unlocked. So we hit up a couple car parks, we found some things. One interesting find during this was actually a man's phone and wallet, an old man. His phone wasn't locked either, it was just open. Funnily enough, we actually saw this guy as we were coming back out of the car park. We saw him walking up it. We felt bad and ended up leaving the phone on this little pole. Before I get any farther in the story, I just want to take a blinker so badly. So let's get this blinker out of the way, right? Cheers. We hit up a college parking lot, dirt road, which was weird, but I do kind of live sort of in the middle of nowhere. We did hit an old car. It was this old Ford that I hopped into. What I found was literally nothing. There's a lot of instances where jockey boxing, you don't really find anything. It's kind of weird. You would expect people would be leaving things in their car, but I guess some people are just different. So there's a couple tips that I'm going to give you that I didn't actually give you in this video about breaking into cars. Yeah, first off, when it comes to breaking into cars, you kind of want to look to see if it's unlocked or not. You're at a risk of an alarm going off, so hopefully you have a vehicle nearby or, some kind of getaway in that kind of situation. Second off, when you're inside of the car, keep your head on the swivel. First places you look: glove box, middle compartment, and then look in the cup holder. That's it. Enough with giving criminal tips over the internet. Let's get back into that story, right? Lock your cars, please. So we checked out this college parking lot, and we found a couple of cars, went through them. In the area that we were jockey boxing in, we went to the city of where I'm in. And this city has multiple cities in the city. So we were just driving around there kind of looking for spots, and what we found was this alleyway that kind of leads into people's houses, and they have little parking lots and stuff, where they put their car, obviously, because it's a parking lot. So I'd hope they put their car in there. Wow, that car hit actually got me a little zonked. So after we found at least 2 cars we had gone through, I found some really dry old granola bars in one car and a knife, and my buddy I think also found a knife in another car. We found that there's this garage that was slightly open, just enough for us to, get under. And when we got under that garage, there was a really, really, really nice car. Chevy, red, so nice. Next to it was an Escalade. This man was balling. He had helmets on the wall for football. The whole wall was just lined in helmets. It was insane, and they were all signed. We didn't touch any of that, actually. My friend went into the car. I didn't want to go inside, so I went outside the garage and waited around, and then we ended up leaving. The last place we hit up, and this is where disaster struck it. Took us down, hurt us. This is when we were brought down at a low, and when we realized what we were doing was scummy. Don't do this, please don't do this. This is so messed up to do to random people. So the last spot that we hit up in this jockey boxing escapade: apartment parking lots. This apartment had multiple parking lots. One for the entrance, which was the front. This entire front parking lot, right? Imagine this. This is the parking lot. There's apartments in the middle here, and then there's another parking lot here. And then there's a road that leads down here to connect the parking lot, okay? We took the first parking lot we were in, and mind you, multiple times, someone would come out, go to their car, drive away, maybe step out. You'd see someone walking around. So we were being very cautious in this area. This is about the end of our escapade, and it was going to be whether something bad happened or not, in all honesty. I got a couple cars, my buddy got a couple cars. Then we went to the other lot by walking through the middle. When we got to this other parking lot is where disaster struck. Me and my buddy, we hit 3 cars in total. I hit 1, he hit 2. As we were walking halfway, we see another car drive by. We get scared, so we don't take this lot. We continue down more after the car disappears. There's like this lake and a bridge that goes over this little lake, but there's no water in it at the time. It's a little cold during the season. And it's just mud and this big jump. And that's it. Grass and a tree and then the apartment. There's this lot down here by that was enshrouded in darkness next to what was a park, it seemed like. I remember seeing a fence in this area. I believed it might have been like a baseball field of some kind. I took one car, my buddy took the other, just like we were doing the entire day. As I was in the car, I hear voices, and that's weird. So I stepped out and I looked behind. So this is the car I'm in. I went through the passenger side, so I come around on this side to look down at what I'm hearing is down ahead of me. And what I'm hearing are voices and men. And I look, and there's 3 dudes confronting my friend. 3 men are saying, "What are you doing? Why are you in my car?" My buddy wasn't really saying much. And he reaches in his pocket, and what he does is he pulls out a knife in defense. As these men started approaching him, and they started to back off, and he just sticks his arm out, and he steps away and runs off. And as he runs off, the people that were confronting him had recorded him. He runs to the car, and I kind of walked and then started to run halfway as he was getting confronted, and I was watching this. We regrouped at the car. One thing I realized after checking my pockets and that commotion that I didn't even think to, check. Why would I look? Were the car keys. The only thing we needed to get out of this situation was a pair of goddamn car keys. And they were gone. This is when it really started to escalate. My friend in the situation took a blanket. I put that over my shoulders and took my jacket off and walked around just looking around for my car keys as if I lived there. And cops did come, yes, 2. All they did was sit there and look in the parking lots and drive around. They didn't say anything to me, and I was in the parking lot the whole time. Okay, now I'm saying, yes, this was kind of crazy, and how quickly we got away with it, and how easy it was for how much the cops didn't care, but that does not mean that you should do this as well, because you might not get so lucky. I had to look for these car keys, and little did I know, these car keys was inside of one of the cars I had already previously gone inside. That, just after seeing cops, and just after having to pretend that I wasn't involved in going through cars, that was probably the scariest part. These people that lived in their apartment, they came out and they locked the car doors and just went back inside. I saw this happen multiple times, and I had to go back through all of the cars that I already went through. Talk about karma in this situation. I mean, seriously. So one of the cars that I had lost my keys in was not on the entrance, which is where we parked at, but on the other side. So I had to walk all the way back and go back through that car, and there it was, just sitting on the seat. A pair of my car keys. That was probably one of the most stressful situations I'd ever been in. After this, we went home, and that was about that. Nothing ever really came of it. We never got in trouble. And that was the time that me and my friend almost got in trouble jockey-boxing cars. That was a crazy day, honestly. I wouldn't recommend that, guys. I'm being serious. And I'm seriously sorry that I haven't been uploading recently. I've been really busy with life, but as you can tell, I'm going to be back on uploading, and we're going to be back at it no matter what. Stay positive. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you enjoyed the video, and peace out. Damn, okay.